Obviously, frustrating one. You guys were in it heading into the second half. Your just thoughts on how this one ended up playing out?
Obviously not like we wanted it to, but I'll take blame and responsibility for it. The team opened up a little too much. We found it at times easy in possession, and with the possession, it was almost used against us where, a bad pass or something like that, then all of a sudden we're a little spread out, and they do a good job. I also think, with that said, the second goal, just a collision, maybe a lack of communication. That rarely happens. They capitalize on it. The third goal is just a duel that I think we could have done better. It's floating up in the air. We don't challenge it like it's the last challenge for the game, and they win the duel. They push, and now they catch us in a bad setup organization. So we had very good moments, and at the end, maybe we opened up too much, and that was my fault.
You dissected the second two goals. If you look at all three, it seems to you guys that it was more about things you weren't sharp enough versus not being Minnesota's talent necessarily. That if you kind of break them down, do you feel it was more things they were doing right or things that you guys need to maybe work on a little bit better ahead of the next game?
Well, Minnesota's a good team. I think they were better on the counter today. They really, it was like a different speed of when they did that. So, but again, when I look at it, I thought the first half it was decent. We really only got in trouble when we gave up the ball in possession, or maybe thought we could have had a foul and it wasn't, and they were running down our throat. It wasn't necessarily so much of the opponent creating. And then the second half, again, I think instead of being a little stingier, we thought we had some sort of control of the game, and they used them not having the ball against us, and then they started getting control of the game. But again, I thought the guys' effort was good. It's not the end of the world. It's every game means something, but you just got to put it away, learn from it. It's what I told the guys. You got to learn from this. It's not blame this, blame that. Not one another. It's my fault. I got to learn from this. They got to learn from this, because we are going to be in the playoffs, and when we're in there, we got to be stingier when we don't have the ball.
And when you do have the ball, how do you make sure those opportunities aren't going to waste, that you're not putting in all that work with the possession, the movement, and it not leading to clear-cut opportunities in front of goal?
Yeah, I think we kind of like the Portland game almost in a way. We had control from the build-out, got it into the final third pretty consistent, and then we get to the final third and it just there wasn't enough creativity when the net needed to be, getting in behind the back line. The service wasn't the greatest. So, that's a part of the game that we can definitely continue to grow in, because we're getting there. Now it's just being a little bit more sharp and determined to either get to a cross or also willing to give the cross.
And how quickly do you close the book on this one? I mean, I'm sure you'll watch it back. You'll have some video to show them. But other than that, is it now just all eyes ahead to New England next weekend, another important one where you can hopefully continue your run up the table?
Yeah, we're looking at it as there's 4 games. They're all important, but it's we got to figure out how to collect some points. New England's always tough to go and collect some points there, but when you look at it realistic, those 2 home games are very important for us. So we learn from this game, show the guys recap. We do it every week. The guys got to see it, they got to learn from it, and then get back to training. And then New England's ahead of us.